11? I'll just add it on the fly. Yeah. 11.
Hello and welcome to the second game of this Pirates MLB tournament powered by EO1 and DK. We have the number 2 seed Southside facing off against the number 3 Mount Washington. We're currently in the first inning here, 2 outs already. Jaden Gill's pitching on the mound. We saw Connor Smith and Julian Pope both ground out. Now we have... I can tell.
There's 2 outs though.
Yeah. We now have Grady Caslin up to bat. He fouls off the first pitch. We saw these two teams square off yesterday in the first game of the day. We saw Southside take that victory over Mount Washington. Now they have the advantage being the number 2 seed, but yet both these teams come in 1-1. Winner of this will go on and face Greenfield, the winners of the first game, as they went over Squirrel Hill. That ball is in there for strike 3. Jaden Gill with a 1-2-3 inning for this Southside team. We're now moving to the bottom of the first, and we'll see what their bats can do now after the 1-2-3. Right now, the bottom half of the inning, leading off for the Southside team is Romarlo Crawley. He's playing shortstop. He takes the first pitch, lines it to the other shortstop, Connor Smith, throwing to first. Ball gets away. Looks like he would have beat it out, though. Not for the errant throw, but he's in there with a single. I believe he would have beat that out. It was a good throw at that, but Crawley just got down that line real quickly. Now we have Brennan Clark stepping in the dish. He played second baseman for Southside. Pickoff attempt over. And the ball is away. It goes out of play, so Romarlo Crawley will take second. Apologies for that. We had some commotion going on behind me. Forgot to mention, but we have Caslin on the mound for Mount Washington. Julian Pope is behind the dish catching for him. Crawley on the move, Crawley on the move. He gets in safely without a throw. So very quick, we have a runner on third for Southside. No outs here in the bottom of the first. Trying to tack on an early run here. The ball's up and in.
1-1.
1-1 count now. Swings at that ball up high. Brings the count to 1-2. A little flat to the outfield will do the job, scoring a run. And he does exactly that. This hit to the outfield, and it drops down for a base hit anyways. So Brennan Clark is on with a single, and he drives into Marlo Crawley. Southside's up to an early 1-0 lead here. We saw them tack on 15 runs yesterday against Mount Washington. Looking to jump off to the early start again. See if they can tack on 15 again. Anyways, we got Dane Welsh. He's showing bunt. He does lay down the bunt, but it goes foul. Dane Welsh behind the plate catching. Saw him pitch a couple innings yesterday. Primarily, they have him at catcher, though. A good catcher at that. See if Brennan Clark tries to steal a base here. Move it to third, or just second, just like Romarlo did. A 1 count after his bunt went foul. Not going to show bunt. Ball's low. Clark's on the move, and he gets in without a throw. I think we can all say that I called that one. Don't want to toot my own horn, but figured Clark would be on the move. Looks like he was moved again, but he does not go. That ball's in. Welsh ducked out of the way, but it was a good off-speed pitch at that. It looks like it barely just couldn't reach the strike zone there. 2-1. Oh. Clark dives back to second base as Caslin moved him back, but no one was covering, so he couldn't throw it to whoever just had the threat. Welsh grounds this ball to shortstop Connor Smith. The throw over is a little bit up high, and Clark was breaking for third and thought about going home, but good recovery over there by the first baseman Gavin Furley to get it in quickly. So runners on the corners now for Southside. Bring up the cleanup hitter, Granger Jones, the fourth. I think one of the better names here in this tournament. Granger's a great first name. Welsh on the move. No throw down. Pope just held on to it, looked back at Clark. Figured that if he threw down there, Clark would be breaking for home. So just got to eat it and let the runner advance. Ball up high. That ball's up. 2-1 count. That ball's in the first strike. Should even it up at 2-2. Pitch is going to be down. Runs the count full. Still no outs here for Southside. They're really threatening here. Granger's going to foul that ball off. It's 11 o'clock, so we're getting to that point of the day where things are getting a little toasty out here. It felt pretty good this morning for that first game. It's starting to heat up here, so that 1 o'clock game is going to get real hot real quick. That ball is in the first strike. Good pitch there by Grady Caslin. Retired Granger Jones. Caslin marks up his first strikeout of the day. Now coming in here is a big threat at the plate, Jaden Gill. We saw him yesterday hit a grand slam and also another solo home run. Drove in multiple runs, so this is not the guy you want to see at the plate with 2 runners in scoring position and only 1 out. Takes that first pitch for a ball. He's rocking the pencil bat yesterday. Looks like he's got the Marucci now. That ball's low. 2-0 count. Jordan Gill pitched the first inning. 1-2-3. Hits that ball foul down the third base line. Coach tried to pick it up. Toss to the third baseman. 2-1 count now. Caslin trying to retire a big batter here. He slams the ball. He just gets over Connor Smith. But he recovers nicely, throws on the first for the out. But a run does come in, and Dane Welsh moves over to third. The ball was a little deceiving. I thought he smacked that thing to left center field, but that ball just hung up there, and Connor Smith made a good play on that one. Gill is retired, but he does drive in the run, so we now have a 2-0 Southside lead. That brings up Brian Davis, who's in center field in the first inning. Saw him yesterday. He's primarily a center fielder, but he also has some action at third base. That ball's low. We had Rodell Smalls playing third base in the first inning. He wasn't here yesterday, so we'll see him for the first time today. So we could see Brian Davis in center field most of the afternoon. Ball's popped up. Looks like it's going to get in foul territory. Almost hit a couple of spectators there, but just got behind the bench. That foul ball brings it to a 2-1 count. The ball's up, 3-1. Two outs now. Caslin looking to get out of this inning with minimal damage. Runner on third base. That ball is slammed to the right side of the field. It gets past the infield. So Brian Davis has a 1-run single now. Good play by the right fielder, Zakai Johnson, to get that in quickly. Caslin looks over. Runner on the move. Throw down by Pope. It's a good throw at that. And he gets Justin in time. Bang play there. Davis decided not to go with the slide, but it worked out in his favor. That ball was ripped foul down the left field line. That ball would have been gone if Kencree Barber could have pushed it fair. There it goes down as a foul ball. Runner on the move, and that's another foul ball up into the netting. So Davis will have to go back to second now. That ball's in there for strike 3. Caslin gets out of the inning with 3 runs across. We'll now go to the top of the second with Mount Washington bats coming up. We're back here as Mount Washington bats look to get going. Lead off with the cleanup hitter, Luke Greb. Played third base in the first inning. Also saw him catch a little bit yesterday. First pitch from Gill is up for a ball. No defensive changes for the Southside. The ball's in, 2-0 count. Gill's got a nice low wind up here, good delivery. Looking to retire these Mount Washington batters again. That ball's down, 3-0 count. Got himself in an early hole now. Retired the first three batters. That ball's up. 4-pitch walk for Luke Greb. It's Mount Washington's in order here. With no outs on, down by 3 already at Southside. Put up a good first inning. Now we got the second baseman, Rocco Karamanica, up. That ball's in. Ball one. We've seen 5 straight balls from Gill, trying to find that strike zone again. Got really quiet around here, huh? It's kind of weird. I feel like it's just me talking now, and everyone's going to hear me. I think we do. We might as well have everyone in the booth talking. We can all hear. There's a hit to the second baseman. Clark can handle it. Greb will stay at second, but Rocco has got himself a single here. 2 runners on with no outs. That brings up Trey Settles. The lineup we got earlier had Mario Watson here hitting the spot, but they decided to move it to Trey Settles, so we'll be fixing that on our end here. Ball's out. Trey Settles fouls that ball off, a little bit ahead of it. Evens the count at 1. See if we get another off-speed pitch from Gill here, trying to find that strike zone. That ball's in the first strike, not the off-speed one with the fastball. Good pitch from Gill. Looked like I caught that outside corner. Brings a count 1-2. He's in the driver's seat now. Settle fouls that ball off. Looked like a good pitch to take a hack at. Yeah. We know Settles that can do some damage with a pitch like that. We saw him hit a home run yesterday against this game against Southside. He had a great backflip yesterday at that. He knew it was gone immediately. You're looking to repeat that, tie this game up at 3. But nothing to do with that pitch, as it's up and in. He was a count at 2. And he swings and misses at strike 3. We just had Sean White from Greenfield talk to us now. He's trying to get, that's Johnny Elash. They both got similar hair, so my apologies for messing them up. He wants to get mic'd up behind the plate. I don't think that's doable, but we'll see what we can do. After that big strikeout from Gill, brings up Gavin Furley, the first baseman. That ball's in the first strike. The ball is driven up into the outfield. Brian Davis over to make the catch in center field. More like right center field. Looked like Brennan Clark, the second baseman, could have had a play on it as well, but Brian Davis caught him off. That brings up Mario Watson now. So it looks like all the coach did before the game was just switch out Trey Settles and Mario Watson. Anyways, 2 away here. Both runners still on. Good recovery here from Gill after walking the first batter, and then Rocco drove a single to right. Good recovery, getting quick 2 outs. Now looking for a way to get out of this. The ball's away. Runners thought about moving, but we had a lot going on there. I had to take a second to take it all in. So we had a little bit of a wild pitch there. More like a pass ball. Runners thought about moving. They went back, but Dane Welsh threw to third. Ball went in the outfield. Runners thought about going again, but they held up. So we still have runners on second and first in the end. So no result from any of that. 2-0 count here to Mario Watson. He swings and misses at that pitch. It's like a little bit behind that. Gill was showing the off speed. Came with a fastball. Looks like Watson wasn't ready for it. Ball's down and away. 3-1 now. Looking to see some big action here. Get this crowd livened up. Hear a pin drop right now. That ball's going to be away. That's a walk for Mario Watson. Bases. All ducks are on the pond now. Brings up Zakai Johnson. Made a good play in the first inning after a single, getting the ball in quickly so the runners couldn't advance. See if he comes up in a big spot here for Mount Washington with bases loaded, 2 outs. Mount Washington is down by 3 runs in the early going here. Pitch is up high and away. We'll have a ball. You're having trouble trying to find a strike zone after retiring 2. So here's Zakai Johnson. He'll take a walk right here, get a run in, but he's swinging away anyways. That's going to get in foul territory, and that is a great catch by the spectator over there. Slid down a little bit on his back, bobbled it, but he still came up with a catch. We'll see if we could get another angle for these next games. See some spectator action here. Making great plays like that. Who knows, maybe he's seen some 12U tournaments in his days. Swings and misses that one. Took a big hack at it. It's 2-2 now. He's looking to do some real damage with that, but caught him with the off speed. Looked like his little slider there. Just broke off the plate. That's right down the middle for strike 3. So Gill leaves the bases stranded. Get out without any runs. So we'll go into the second inning now with bottom of the second inning now with Southside still up 3-0.
You guys want to do Subway again?
Hey, send it down. Balls in, fellas. Welcome back here. Bottom of the second. Mark Hyatus, and he's first pitch swinging. Pops up to the pitcher, Grady Caslin, who makes the catch. A quick one out here for this Mount Washington team, Grady Caslin. They'll bring up Lucas Keel. Been playing left field for them today. Interesting to note, he's going to be here for, I think, just the first 2 innings. But they do have another batter who's been sitting out until he leaves. He'll just fill in for the spot for him. Batter Zail Gilmore. So after this inning, we should see Gilmore out there. Anyways, Lucas Keel for the time being is going to take his hacks. That ball is hit up the middle to Caslin. He can't handle it. Over to Rocco. Underhand throws it over the first baseman, Furley. Great play there by Rocco to underhand it over. Retire. Keel. Furley. All right, now we'll see Rodell Smalls. We didn't see him yesterday, so we'll see what kind of bat he's got on him. He's first pitch swinging at that curveball or some sort of off-speed pitch. You're looking for Smalls to make his name be known here. I didn't see him yesterday. He fouls that one away right behind the plate. Looks like it maybe hit the ump or the catcher a little bit, but everyone seems to be fine. Quick 2 outs here for Mount Washington. Retire the side in order. Ball's down. A little bit in the dirt. 1-2 count now. Ball's away. Evens the count. Good recovery here by Smalls. Evens it up. We've got a full count now, I believe. Nope, that is ball 3. So now it's a full count. Apologize for that. Two pitches. Looked a little bit inside, but Caslin got the call, so that's a strikeout for him. This outside batting lineup goes down in order, so we'll see these Mount Washington bats can answer with some runs, try and even this game out. Gill's still on the mound pitching.
Patrick's gonna get an invoice.
We have Eli Bordnick up at the dish. Number 10 hole hitter for this Mount Washington lineup. Big heck at that one. Couple changes here. Southside, we have Granger Jones now in center. Ryan Davis moves from center to right, and Zail replaces Keel in left field. Eli fouls that one off. 1-2 count now. Ball's down, even it out. Oh, that too.
Like you pitched what yesterday? Did you guys keep track of that? No.
Pitches away. Full count now for Eli. Right down the chute for a strikeout for Gill. Chalk him up for another one. We'll now move to the top of the lineup here with the shortstop, Connor Smith. Looking to get some action from the top of the lineup here for Mount Washington. They went down 1-2-3. Smith looking to get on. Trying to get some things going for this Mount Washington team. First pitch is away for a ball. Ball's up. Connor Smith had to duck away for that one. It's 2-0 count. See what kind of pitch he gets now. The ball's in for a strike. I just like that pitch had some action on it. Found the strike zone. Ball's a little up. Gill wanted to call there. So just a little up. Time moves to count 3-1. Smith takes a big hack at that one, which is a foul.
One more, Jaden.
Another full count here now. Gill. The last one, Gill got a strikeout. Let's see what he does now. Smith takes a big hack at this one. It drops in front of the center fielder. Pretty much in no man's land out there. Looks like second baseman and shortstop might have had a play in it as well, but he just found that pocket of grass. Smith is aboard. The catcher, Julian Pope. You'll see that top of the lineup getting on base. That's why they're up there at the top of the lineup. On base machines. Smith is going. Welsh with a throw down. Smith is going to get in safely. That's a stolen base for him.
Yeah, that's right.
Pitch was in for a strike, however. So now Pope's dealing with an 0-1 count, but a runner in scoring position for him. Ball's away. 1-1 now. Oh, Smith was on the move, but that ball hit him, so Pope will reach first base now. Now we're arguing that Pope leaned into the pitch. See what the umpire calls here. And Gil and the coach, they're arguing here. Not really arguing, just mellowly talking about it. Connor Smith did go back to second base. So in the end, that is a hit by pitch, whether he leaned in or not. So we'll have runners on first and second for Grady Caslin, pitcher. Lefty hitter. The ball's in the first strike, 0-1 count. Just one on the way with 2 on. Now's the time to get back in this game. Time is now, Mount Washington. Smith on the move, but that ball is foul tipped, so Smith will have to trot all the way back to second base. Looked like they had a little hit and run action there, but Pope wasn't leaving first, so maybe Smith just took it upon himself to try and steal another bag. Let's see if he's on the move again. He's taking a huge lead out there. He's basically halfway there, but he goes back. Anyways, that's hit straight to the shortstop, and Marlo Crawley can't come up with it. That's going to the center fielder. Little confusion there. A good throw in. That throws away. So in all that, a run does come across. Pope up to third, and Grady Caslin legs out a double there. We now got a 3-1 ball game. 2 runners in scoring position, only 1 out. Cleanup hitter Luke Greb. Pope's daring for a throw over there. First pitch swinging is Greb. Fouls that off behind the plate.
Come on, get the next one. Come on, be ready, guys.
Looks like that ball to Crawley took a weird hop. Hard to handle that one. We've all been there. Swings it to Crawley this time. He handles the hop, throws on to first for the out. Run does come in. Runner's moving to third. A good throw over, but can't handle it over there. So that play results in an out, but a run comes in, and Caslin's able to move up to third base. So now we got 2 outs for Rocco Karamanica. Had to ask him before the game how to pronounce his last name because I did not want to butcher it on the air for him. This is his time to shine. Ball's up. Good eye there by Rocco. We got to get Rocco a Mount Washington jersey. He's the only one that it's a different jersey than anyone else, but it's a foul ball. Up to the netting. Almost got caught up in that netting. Thought we were about to lose another ball, but thankfully it dropped down. Don't know how many balls we have to play with today, so we'll take all that we can. Big hack there by Rocco. He whiffs on that one, so now Gil's got a 1-2 count. Trying to get out of this inning, still with the lead. Runner's threatening on third, though. Hit here by Rocco will surely tie it up. Ball's down and away. Evens count. Ball's up. Brings the count full. 3-2 count here that Gil's had to face this inning. I believe this is the third one. He's able to strike out the first one, but walk the other. So we'll see what he does here now. And he's going to strike out that one. Good recovery there by Gil. Get back in the count and minimize the damage to just 2. And Southside goes into the bottom of the third, still with the lead.
You guys move just for a second. Just 1 second.
Come on, more love.
Well, we're at the top of the order for the Southside offense for Marlo Crawley to start off. We have a 1-1 count here. Grady Caslin's still on the mound.
Something happened.
Marlo.
Ball, 2 strikes.
Have a 2-2 count here. Romarlo swings at that one for strike 3. Big first out here for Grady Caslin. Forgot to mention we have some defensive changes. Nothing much, just Rocco, Karamanica, and Connor Smith change positions. We now have Rocco at short and Connor Smith at second. All else is the same. First pitch that Brennan Clark sees. It's up and in for a ball. Ball is ripped to the shortstop. Rocco, good throw over. A little bit high for the first baseman to handle, but that ball doesn't go far, so Brennan Clark will reach first base. Would have been a close play even with a good throw, so we'll chalk that down as a single. Got a little mountain visit here from the catcher Pope. Duffs off the plate a little bit when he has time. That'll bring up Dane Welsh, the catcher. Runner on, 1 out to the Brennan Clark base hit. The ump's letting Caslin know something. We've seen a couple of balks here yesterday, so I'm probably just giving him a warning about that. Not going to call it. Dane Welsh tries to lay down another bunt. We saw him do that in the first inning. Once again, though, that ball goes foul, so Hasn't found that sweet spot for that bunt. Trying to move Clark over. Ball's down and out. Evens the count at 1. A little bit trouble handling the ball there is Caslin. But Clark wasn't going to move, so he's still on first. Now he's moving now. Swing and a miss by Welsh, but Pope can't handle. So Clark gets in with a stolen base in the second. 1-2 count now on Dane Welsh. And that ball's in the first strike. Race it down to home. After the ball went away a little bit. Because of the throw over to first after the strikeout, Clark will move up to third base. So though it was a strikeout, at least it was productive at that, moving Clark over. With that strikeout, there's now 2 outs for Granger Jones, the fourth. Looking to drive in Clark and extend this lead up by just 1. So they want to definitely tack on some insurance here. Swings at first one. Tips a little bit. Bounces in the foul territory. Clark's dancing over there on third. Granger takes a hack at that one. Pushes foul again. So quickly, he's down in no 2 count here. Guys, I'm calling for time, talking to Pope real quick. Talking about what pitch he wants to throw here. Exactly. A little bit of a hack there, and he did go. So that's a strikeout for Grady Caslin, second of the inning. So no runs come across here. It's still a 3-2 ball game as we enter the top of the fourth.
Who's got the rules back there? Charge out here? You can only pitch three in a game, right? All right. 3 in a game. I thought we could get this. That's what I thought too. You can only do 3.
We're now at the top of the 4th inning. We have a new pitcher on the mound, and that is Brennan Clark. He's playing second base. So defensive lineman now is Kenkry Barber moves over to second. Rodell Smalls moves to first. Brian Davis back in at third base. First pitch Settle sees is a strike. Low off speed there. Another off speed, and Trey Settles gets a hold of that ball. Let's see how far that goes, and that ball is out of here. Trey Settles with his second home run of the tournament, trotting around that base path. That ball was hanging up there for a while. I knew that Settles would get a good swing at that thing, and he made sure he did not miss that one. And with that, this game is now tied up 3-3. And we got Gavin Furley stepping. Let's see if we can go back-to-back here. And never mind. That's a ground to the third baseman, Brian Davis. Good throw over and on to Smalls, and Gavin Furley is retired. Good 5-3 putout right there. Brian Davis, 2 Smalls. After that great play, we have Mario Watson step into the dish here. Ball's outside and there a little bit. 1-0 count. Big hack out of that one. A little pitch inside, but we now got ourselves a 1-1 count here. Another hack by Watson. 1-2. Watson's played in center field for the majority of this game. I shouldn't say the majority. He's played in center field all game. I guess I was meaning to say his majority of the weekend. We saw him pitch a little bit too, but he's been in center most of the tourney here.
I got 3-2.
2 straight balls here. We got a 3-2 count. Clark trying to retire. Watson, and he does not do that. He gives up a walk there. So after Clark comes in, he's giving up a home run. Got a good out and then just walked a batter. So see if he can recover here after that. Then at Zakai Johnson. Came up in the second inning with bases loaded. Mario Watson on the move, but that ball is fouled off. I was saying Johnson came up in the second inning with bases loaded, 2 outs, and he did strike out. Missed opportunity for Mount Washington, but that doesn't matter anymore. This game is all tied, so they have came back regardless. Pick off attempt by Clark. But Watson gets back in time. Smalls making sure. Trying to trick him a little bit over there. Held onto the ball, hoping that Watson would go and take a lead and tag him out, but Watson wasn't getting fooled over there. Pitches down and away. Watson takes off for second. You can either mark that down as a pass ball or a wild pitch. Looked like it was in dirt a little bit, so we'll call it a wild pitch. Clark trying to find his control right now after giving up the walk. Ball's away. Gets away from Welsh again, but Watson's not going to try and test it this time around. So that's 2 straight pitches in the dirt here for Clark. Ball's up. Thought maybe that could have some downward motion into the zone, but it never came back down. So now we got a 3-1 count. Danger of walking the second batter in a row here. Watson's on the move. Pitches in, swing and a miss, but Watson gets in with the stolen base. Runner on third, 1 out, and a full count here for Zakai Johnson. Pickoff throw over. Watson's back in safely. That ball's in the dirt, and it's away. Watson's thinking about going, but he does hold up. Welsh got to that ball quickly. He couldn't find it at first, but he would recover nicely. Anyways, that is a walk for Kai Johnson. We got runners on the corners here. Still just one out for Eli Bordenick. Double play is in order for this. Never mind. We got a runner stealing. There's not even be a throw down. So whatever I just said about that double play, you can just throw that out the window. That's not going to happen anymore. Well, technically still could happen, but not your traditional type of double play. Swing and a miss on that by Eli. 1-1 count. Watson over there at third base. He's just trying to test Clark right now. He's daring him to throw over. Some little dances in between pitches. Pitch up and in a little bit. Brings it to 2-1. Ball's in. 3-1. Looked at the same pitch that Clark gave up the home run on. It's good to see that he still has confidence in that pitch. Just couldn't find the strike zone with that one. Good hack at that one by Eli, but it's fouled off. Didn't bring the count full. Look at a good pitch by Clark there. Better job by Eli to get some contact on it. Not let it go to waste, even though it was a foul. 3-2 pitch. That ball's in there for a strike. So Clark picks up his second out of the inning. Now he's going to have to do an even better job here now with the top of the lineup coming up with Connor Smith. The ball's away. Good job by Welsh there to retrieve it. Watson couldn't even think about moving up there. Just another ball outside. 2-0 count. Big ol' hack there by Connor Smith. Couldn't get any contact on it, so that draws the count 2-1. It looks like this Greenfield crowd has stuck around. They're trying to scout out their opponents. Tactical advantage there, playing the first game. Ball's fouled up into the netting, down in front of the home plate. Now got ourselves a 2-2 count with 2 outs here on top of the fourth. Tie ball game at 3-3. While Washington does have a run this inning to tie it up. Looking to capitalize on 2 runners in scoring position. Take the lead here.
Come on, Brennan.
That ball's in for a ball. Tony Mario, he's really trying to test it over there. He's coming in a lot far. Parent just let him know about that. Guess I want to see him pull back a little bit, but he's still doing it. And that's a swing and a miss by Connor Smith. So good job by Brennan Clark to recover after giving up the leadoff homer to Trey Settles. Mount Washington was threatening, but Brennan Clark does get out of the inning. We got a tie ball game here going to the bottom of the fourth. All right, we are back here in the bottom of the fourth. We have a pitching change from Mount Washington. Luke Greb is coming in, who's playing third base. He was pitching before Grady Caslin. He'll take a spot at third. Just has some other outfield adjustments here for them. Guy Johnson moves to center field, and Eli Bornick goes into right field. Mario Watson at first. Looks like Furley's going to take the inning off here. First pitch from Greb is down and away to Jaden Gill. Dangerous hitter here at the plate. Away again for a ball. Saw Gill in the first inning. He did the ball to shortstop. Was retired, but he did drive in a run with that. 3-0 count here now for Gill. Be curious to see if Greb even gives anything to hit here, because we know the damage that Gill can do. As I mentioned earlier, 2 home runs yesterday.
Yeah, I switched hot batteries because the other one doesn't seem to shut off.
He has to get something to hit there, but he just barely got a piece of that one. It's fouled back. So he did have the green light on 3-1. Just couldn't get full contact with that pitch. Rips that one to the shortstop. Rocco bobbles it a little bit. Good throw over to Mario Watson, and that is Gill is retired. What a great play over by Rocco. That thing had some real good velocity on that one. Rocco to Watson. After that great play at short by Rocco and Mario Watson. We got Brian Davis here in the dish. Ball's out and away. Brian Davis gets a big hit in that one. Oh, good hustle in by Trey Settles, but it does land. Brian Davis trying to go to third, but a good throw, and he is out trying to stretch a double into a triple. Good throw by Trey Settles over there. Excuse me, that was Zakai Johnson who made that throw backing up Settles. A great throw into the third baseman, Grady Caslin. Yeah. Good hit by Davis there. Looked like a little, when it came off that bat, I thought I had a chance of getting out, but it hung up in that air. But still a great defensive play by this Mount Washington team to get him thrown out at third. So with all that being said, we got Crankry Barber stepping into the plate here. It's a ball down. 2-0 count. Big ol' hack there by Barber. Where's the count? 2-1. Ball's in the dirt and away. 3-1 count. Ball's up. Thought that was ball 4. Guess we'll call it a full count. The ball's fouled off. Could have sworn that was a 3-1 count, but must have missed something there. Got to pay better attention over here. Three-two pitch from Greb. That's sounding away now. Now it's a walk. So Barber reaches first with 2 outs to draw on that walk. I'll bring up Markai Addison. Seen him in the outfield today. Played some right, played some left. Runners on the move. Good throw down. But Barber's going to get there in time. Good release there by Pope, but Barber's speed is just too quick. Hack there by Barber. Excuse me, Addison. Over to... Ball was hit the Rocco. Throws on to Mario Watson for the out. So, after 4, we got ourselves a tie game here. Mount Washington 3, Southside 3. We're in the top half of the 5th, and we got a tie game. We got Julian Pope, first pitch swinging. It's a pop-up over to the new second baseman, Dane Welsh, who does record the out. Speaking of Dane Welsh at second, we have some defensive changes here for Southside. Jaden Gill's coming at first base. Kenkry Barber's now catching. We have Rodell Smalls over in right field now. Got Grady Caslin in the bat now. I almost said on the mound. He was on the mound earlier, but he's batting now. Big ol' hack of that thing. Got a little bit of piece of it. 1-1 count, man. Caslin thought about taking a hack at that one, but it is away. Brings it counts 2-1. Thought about taking a hack again, but that ball's in. 3-1. Good thing he is laying off these pitches. And that ball's away. Good idea there by Caslin. You could tell he wanted to take a hack at one of those. Be the guy that just been watching the lead, but he can still do that by rounding these bases and scoring a run for his team. See what Luke Greb can do about that, though. Try and advance Caslin with one out. And he was trying just that. Big ol' hack at that thing. Just strike one. Swings that one away. Clark's got himself in a quick 0-2 count. See if he can finish with the strikeout here. Might give him something away. Try and bait him into swinging at it. Takes a hack at that one. That ball is carrying. That ball is off the fence. Almost got out of here. Ranger Jones with a good throw back in. And with that, Greb's got a double. And Caslin moves up to third. That ball barely stayed in the park. They got a little higher fence out there. So I wonder if we had the same fence we had in left field, if that thing could have been gone. But I guess we only have to wonder about that. Now we got Rocco Caramanica now. Saw him make a couple good plays at shortstop for his team. Ball got away. Caslin thought about going, but Rocco smartly holds him off. Took a swing of the dirt in there. Caslin tempting to go again. But runners do not move. So now we got ourselves a 1-1 count. Plays that one, says the coach. Oh, pickoff attempt. Caslin's going to home. The throw in, and he is out by a mile. Good pickoff attempt there by Clark. Got Caslin dead in the water. Well, that was, Clark, Brian Davis, and then Barber.
Let's go, Southside.
Barber, Henry. Still got a 1-1 count here for that successful pickoff attempt, but that ball's down in the dirt, 2-1. Greb does not think about moving up, though. Well, I should say he did think about it, but he doesn't move up. Big ol' hack by Rocco there. It's in the right field. That is going to drop fairly. And that ball is in the dugout on the throw in. So the run does come in. So let's try and digest all of that, what just happened. So that was a good hit by Rocco in the right field. Smalls threw the ball back in. It went into the dugout. Rocco was at second. Brian Davis went to retrieve it, but no one was covering third, so Rocco moved up to third. So a run came in, and Rocco's now on third. We've got ourselves a 4-3 Mount Washington lead. Another pickoff attempt by Clark, but Rocco does get back in time, doesn't take off for the plate. That ball is away. Rocco takes off the plate, and he gets in safely. That is now a 5-3 lead off the wild pitch. I don't know. Trey settles with a big hackle there. 3-1 count. Or 1-1 count, excuse me. Foul ball there. 1-2 now. Big ol' hack there by Settles. He was trying to repeat what he did last inning, go yard. But anyways, Mount Washington comes across with 2 runs and have a 5-3 lead as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th. Got Lucas Keel up. Like a 2-0 count now. Three-0 count now. That's outside for ball 4. Oh, never mind. Looks like it's 3-1. Thought this ump was a little more vocal than that. I did not catch the strike. I guess he called that one a strike too. I need to see some motion out of him. All right. Looks like that's strike 3, yeah. Yeah, I guess he is saving that energy for the next game. All right, now we got Dell Smalls up. That's in the first strike. That's what I see of the ump. I saw that hand movement there. That's what we like to see. I could tell that was a strike. I don't have to guess anymore. Definitely don't go to guess at that one. That's a swing and a miss. That's strike 2. That's a swing and a miss from Smalls. 2 strikeouts here for Luke Greb. Really good pitching here by Greb after Mount Washington just tacked on 2 runs. Don't want to give that that lead back already. Have Southside tied up. But now we'll move to top of the lineup for Marlo Crawley. Takes a hack at that first pitch. Rocco with a good diving play. Good throw over, but just couldn't beat it out in time. He was safe, but regardless, that is a heck of a play by Rocco and a good stretch by Mario Watson at first. But in the end, just better hustle by Marlo Crawley down that line. Pickoff attempt now. Crawley gets back and safe. But anyways, after that exhilarating play, we now got Brennan Clark. Runner on the move. Throw down. Good pick by Rocco to not let that ball go in the outfield, but Crawley does get in with the stolen base. Got an 0-1 count now. Little hesitation there by Greb, and he delivers a strike down the middle of the plate. Huh? Runner on the move. The ball is hit over the first baseman. Mario Watson goes over to first base, tags it, and that is the inning. So we're now going to the bottom of the fifth. Mount Washington up 5. Excuse me, not bottom of the fifth. What am I saying? We're going to the top of the sixth. We're going to the final inning of this game, folks. Mount Washington's up 5-3.
My center fielder, look alive out there. That's our problem. Hey, playing third base and left field. Hey, Glazy, get over to your face.
Go Southside!
Let's go, Southside. I think.
We're in the top of the sixth inning. Gavin Furley up to play. Fouled the first pitch off. That ball's in on his hands. 1-1. We have a new pitcher on the mound. We got Dane Welsh. Brennan Clark moves back over to second base. We got Granger Jones now playing third. Brian Davis moves to center field. It's a swing and a miss by Gavin Furley. 1-2 count. Another defensive change. We've got Smalls in left and Mark Addison back in the right field. That ball's in there for a strike. Good pitch there by Dane Welsh. Little off-speed curveball there. Found the zone. Furley's trotting back to the dugout. Very important for Southside here to get a 1-2-3 inning. They're down 5-3 in the final inning. So they want to get those bats up and try and walk this thing off. Not just walk it off, just tie it up at least. Mario Watson takes a hack at that first pitch. Takes a hat to the second. Got himself in a quick 0-2 count now. That ball's in there for a strike 3. He went back to that curveball again. Got the call. 3 pitches. All strikes. 2 outs. Oh, Zakai Johnson was not ready in the plate. Dane Welsh was already looking to throw. Dane Welsh got his own pitch clock in his head, and he ain't getting a violation. First pitch down for a ball. The ball's in the first strike. 1-1 count. Swing and a miss there by Kai Johnson. On a 1-2 count. Let's see if Dane Welsh can strike up the side here. And that's a beautiful curveball again. 3 strikeouts all on curveballs. Just what Southside needed. We'll see. They can battle back down by 2 and either tie this thing up or walk it off in the bottom of the 6th.
I think some might have it, but the version I had the bottom I have.
We got pitching. Same play.
In the last inning of this game, Dane Welsh with a hit. See if he can beat it out. He does not. Quick out for Mount Washington. So they're just now 2 outs away from getting a spot in the championship game against Greenfield. Southside is down by 2 runs. Trying to advance this game or either walk it off. We did see a walk-off yesterday in the last game.
Caslin at third.
Granger Jones in now, and he looks at a strike. The outside corner of the plate. Smokes that ball foul. You might have to watch out for those houses up there. That's a recipe for a broken right there. Ranger smoked that thing. We got the Greenfield team walking past right now. They're getting ready for their championship game here. See if we can get a couple mic'd up for this next game. You know, we'll see. We'll see. Swing a miss there by Granger Jones for strike 3. So now Southside just has one out to work with. And this is the man you want at the plate just for that, Jaden Gill. He's been quiet today, 0 for 2. He does have an RBI. See if he can change that right now. He takes a big hack at that first pitch, looking to do real damage there, but he misses for strike 1. Reb trying to close this game out. This is third inning pitching. That ball was hit into the outfield. Let's see if center field will make a play. Kai Johnson was able to get over to it, just couldn't get it into his glove, so he does reach with a single. Southside is not out yet. So now we have a runner on first. Tying run up at the plate with Brian Davis. This Mount Washington team just needs one more out, though, and they're into the championship. Brian Davis gets a good rip into that ball. That ball is gone. We got ourselves a tie game here, folks. With 2 outs, Jaden Gill reaches and Brian Davis on the first pitch he sees knocks that thing out of the park. We all had a feeling that thing was going to be gone. It's a little tough to see from here. Can't really see the height on these balls, but nonetheless, that one's a no-doubter. So now let's see what Cancry Barber can do now. 2 outs here, tie games. See if he can walk this thing off. At least get on base, pass the baton, and have some of his teammates drive him in. Barber fouls that ball off. 1-1 count now. Looks like we might be heading towards extra, people. Who doesn't want more baseball? Little check swing there. That is a strike, though. He did go around. 1-2 count. Barber just trying to get on for his team, trying to walk it off. Outside for a ball. Even count now. That's in the first strike 3. So Greb does get out of the inning. But we got ourselves a tie games, and we are heading towards extra inning, folks.
The good news is this will be probably the last year of that. Problem solved. Southside. We're in now.
Good play by the center fielder, Granger Jones there. The first pitch that Eli Bortnick saw, he put a drive into that, but a better play by Granger Jones in center. A quick one out here in extra innings. And we got Connor Smith, and he looks at a good curveball by Dane Welsh. That curveball is on point today. 0-1. That ball's down and away. 1-1. Connor Smith takes a drive near the shortstop, Marlo Crawley, and he's over to make the out. Quick 2 outs here for Southside. Yeah, Marlo. That brings up the catcher, Julian Pope. He's been catching all day. You've got to imagine, his leg's got to be a little bit tired here. If you get on base, let's see if he does a runner on these base passes. Look at the first pitch for a ball. Looks like he tried that curveball again, but went down and away. With a curveball over to the third baseman, Brian Davis cannot come up with it, so that's going to be a single for Julian Pope. This looks like exactly what happened last inning here. Quick 2 outs, runner gets on, and we saw Brian Davis at that home run, so we'll see what Brady Caslin can do here. Pick up attempt by Welsh. Pope on the move. Throw down. A little bit of a high throw, but good job by Clark to back up Crawley there. So Pope will have a stolen base. Looks like Pope is tying a shoe out at second base. A little bit of equipment issue. I just realized he's wearing mismatched socks. That is an interesting way to go, but it's his team's color, so gotta love the team spirit there. The ball was out. Got away from Barbour, but Pope wasn't testing it. I don't want to make the final out at third. Pope is going. Barbour with the throw. Barbour with a little bit of a hesitation there. Allowed Pope to get in. It was a good throw by Barbour. Just a little bit quicker with it. Could have had a chance to get him out. I got him. I paid him yesterday. Coach with the throw. Good drive by Caslin in the center field, but Granger Jones is right there to make the out. 2 great plays by Granger Jones in this inning. We'll now go to the bottom of the 7th here in extras. The game's still tied 5-5. Looking for Southside to win. Welcome back to the bottom half of the 7th inning in extras. Game is tied, so Southside's looking to walk it off here. Going to lead off with Mark Addison. Good pitch and change. Rocco Karamanica in the pitch for Mount Washington, looking to keep this thing scoreless and live on for another inning. Markai with a good hit straight to the third baseman, Luke Greb. We've now got Lucas Keel stepping into the dish here. Rocco looking in. Pitches down and away. And dirt for ball one. Seems for the most part, Mount Washington has changed up their entire defense here. If you have some time, I'll go over with you, but more important with what the action's going on right now with this hitter. 2-0 count. Rock with a good pitch there. Did not get the call. 3-0. Looked like a great pitch from Rocco. And now he's in a hole. Down 3-0. Keel swings at that one. That was ball 4. Now we got 3-1. That ball's in the first strike. Rocco's back in this count here now. 3-2. Ball's outside. That's going to be a walk. Runner on for Southside. We just won out. It's going to be to Broadell Smalls. See if he can pull through big today. He didn't do anything yesterday. Quite frankly, he wasn't even here yesterday, so see if you do it today. Big ol' hag of that one. A strike one. That ball's up. Ball one. Southside dugout trying to tear up their teammates. Trying to walk off this game. Ball's in. Ooh, strike 2. Smalls did not like that call. He backed out of the way, but I guess he found the strike zone. 1-2 count. Smalls with a good drive into center field. That is off the fence. Keel had to hold up. So it'll just be a single and Keel move to second. Good play by Keel to hold up there because Mario Watson had a play on the ball. He was at least close to the ball. Great heads-up play by Keel because if Watson was to come down with that ball, he could have very easily gone doubled up and we'd be moving to the next inning to play. Now we got two runners on with top of the order, Marlo Crawley. Outside for ball one. There's that pencil bet that we saw yesterday. Fouls that ball off. Should be using the Marucci bat. Really put a drive in with that thing. But we'll see how the pencil bat treats him. What? Rocco looking Keel back. No one was covering though, so started walking towards him. Looks at Keel again. Now he's set to throw. Swings and miss. Excuse me. Foul tipped it. Runners on the move because it got by, but that was a foul tip, so runners have to move back. Good heads-up play, though, by those runners. Try and take advantage of a pass ball. Crawley swings and misses. Should have used the Marucci. I'm just kidding, guys. Now we got Brennan Clark up. 2 outs now, trying to drive him that winning run. Walk it off for Southside. Get their spot on the championship. He's going to foul that one off. Chased at that one. Fouls it off again. Just a little bit ahead of that one. Right, 2 count on Rocket. Karamanica trying to get out of this. Southside is threatening. Ball's up, 1-2 count. Keel's at second, just daring Rocker to pick him off, dancing back and forth. Maybe trying to get in his head a little bit. That's going to be a pop-up by Clark. Infield coming in. First baseman Gavin Furley comes down with the catch. So we got more baseball for you folks. Don't go away. Yeah.
Go, Southside.
In the 8th inning, second inning of extra play here. You still got Dane Wish on the mound. Mount Washington's got Luke Greb up to the plate. He made a good play at third base last inning and retired the first out. He's going to look at ball 1. Taken outside for ball 2. Greb takes a good drive into that. See if it stays fair. That's going to be a fair ball. It's going to roll all the way back to the right corner field. I don't know, Woods. Good throw back in, but Greb does get back to second base. Leadoff double for Mount Washington. They are in order. Oh, I don't know what to call that. Right corner. There's a little fence over there, and there's some trees over there. I was lost in words trying to decipher what to call it. We got Rocklow. Take a good drive. That drops down in between right center field. Lucas Greb. He's going to round third. He's coming home. Rockow's going to slide in the second with an RBI double. Mount Washington takes a 6-5 lead. Had that shutdown inning when Southside could have potentially walked it up, and now he comes in and drives in the game-leading run. Trey settles up, takes a drive into left field. Small's going to handle it on left. Rock goes round in third, coming home. Trey settles. The ball's away. They should call that a dead ball because it's behind the fence, but I think will spend third. That is a triple. Trey Settles driving in the run. Mount Washington up by 2. Gavin Furley up. You got Southside on their heels now. Takes a big hack at that. Strike 1. He wanted to continue doing some damage that his teammates before him has done with that hack. Good curveball there by Dane Welsh. Got Furley out in front of it. 0-2. Welsh looking for that first out here. It's out and away. Tried that quick pitch there, trying to throw Furley off, but he stood strong and wasn't tempted to swing at that one. That ball's in there for a strike. That's going to be the first out of the inning. Dane Welsh picks up a much-needed out. With a runner on third and 2 runs already in here in extras. Thankfully, as we look towards Southside's lineup, they have the meat of the lineup coming up, so it's definitely doable. But we'll see how many more runs Mount Washington tack on before we start thinking about that. Mario Watson. This means the first one misses. That ball's up high, 1-1. Ball's away from Barber. He can't find it, but with the ball right there, Settle's not even going to think about it because once Barber found it, Settles would have been out, most likely. Good pitch there by Welsh. That curveball has been on point all day for him. He just locates it wherever he wants it to. And now he's got a 1-2 count. There's the curveball again. Another strikeout. Back-to-back for Welsh. Picks up 2 outs here. Trying to strand that runner on the third base. Now we've got Kai Johnson. He likes to go by Kai. That's what his teammates call him. Swing and a miss on that one. Strike 1. Dane Welsh is throwing strikes now. Trying to keep his team in the game here. Oh, so Kai hit that ball pretty good. Just couldn't get it to go fair. Right down the third base line. He would have gotten that fair. That would have drove in settles and have a 3-run lead, but we just have to try again now, battling 0-2. There's the curveball again, pops it up. Let's see if it stays in play. And that's going to go in the dugout. Bounce out of the dugout. So we'll try it again, still 0-2. Welsh went back to that curveball, tried to get Sakai to strike out on that, as we've seen Welsh strike out so many with that, but good job by Sakai to fight it off. Motion to his pitch. That's going to be strike 3. So after giving up the 2 runs, he goes back and strikes out 0-3. But now we'll go to the bottom of the 8th with Mount Washington up by 2 runs. Let's see what Southside can do to react to that. We're back here, bottom of the 8th inning. Southside down by 2 runs. We've already seen them crawl back from being down 2 in the final inning. See if they can keep that going and try and tie it up or walk it off. We have Dane Welsh at the plate. Rocco Karamanico still on the mound. Dane's already working with a 1-0 count. Takes a hack at that one. Tips it foul. No defensive changes here for Mount Washington. Actually, excuse me. Eli Bordenix coming to the right field and take over for Sakai Johnson. Swing and a miss by Dane Welsh there. 1-2 count. Back with the pitch. Welsh fights it off. Fouls it back. The ball's up 2-2. Every at-bat matters now for the Southside team. Pitch dribbler down the third base line, but that will go foul. Way to fight that one off by Dane Welsh. Dane just keeps battling here. I think that's the 4th foul ball of this AB. And yeah, that ball went up in the netting, so we're not looking for another ball. So, we're getting a fresh ball here straight out of the package. Let's see what that ball favors more, Southside or Mount Washington. 2-2 pitch to Welsh, battling here. Good hit over the second baseman, and Haslam can't handle it, so Welch is aboard with the leadoff single. Exactly what Southside needs to tie this game up or potentially walk it off. We got Granger Jones, the fourth, now stepping the plate. He's made great defensive plays in center field and extras. Looks like they're discussing what bat to use here, but Granger wants to use the bat he has right now. Adamant on it. That ball's out. 1 out. Rocco looking in. Welsh on the move. And that's hit, but it's a foul ball. Hard to see if that was fair or foul from our angle here, but umpire called a foul, so with that Welsh will have to return to first base. Maybe a little hidden run action there, or Jones just saw something he wanted to take advantage of. 1-1 coming in from Rocco. Welsh on the move again. Another dribbler down the right field line, and it's foul again. Looks like identical plays back-to-back there. Welsh moved on both, and Granger hit it down the first base line. Foul. Pretty much identical. Now it's 1-2 now with the second foul ball. Welsh going again, and that hits him. Now we got 2 on for Southside. Jaden Gill coming up to the plate. We saw him in the bottom of the 6th reach with 2 outs, and that allowed Brian Davis to come on and hit the game-tying home run to send this thing to extras. Still no outs here from Mount Washington. Let's see what Gill can do here. Winning run at the plate. Both are moving. Swing and a miss. Throw down the third, and he is safe. Both runners advance. Oh, 1 count. Gill looking in. Good curveball there by Rocco. How'd Gill fooled at that? Now he's in the hole 0-2. See if he can battle like Welsh did earlier in this inning. Swings out the third baseman. Greb throws on to first. Gets the out, but a run does come in. That makes the score 7-6 now. 1 out, a runner on third. With Brian Davis, who hit that game-tying home run to send this thing to extras. So let's see what he has here. Just needs to tie it up again here with a base hit or even a sac fly. But I'm sure he's looking to repeat and walk this thing off. That's hit up the Rocco. The pitcher can't handle it. Shortstop can't. We got ourselves a tie ball game, folks. Base hit by Brian Davis up the middle. He just keeps coming up clutch for this Southside team. Cankry stepping to the plate with 1 out. Looking to walk it off for his team here, Southside. Sending it into the championship. Runner on the move. Pope can't handle behind the plate, so Davis just walks into second. So chalked it up as a stolen base. This one will count the Cankry Barbour. That ball's up high, 2-0 count. Single here. Surely Brian Davis will be on the move to try and walk it to. Oh, he's on the move now. Low check swing there. Pokes it foul. Looks like a little hesitation there from Cankry. With Brian Davis on the move, you might just want to lay off there and let Davis get in the third. Set up the sac fly. Davis on the move again. That's above. Pope throw, and it's passed. Davis is coming home, and Southside's going to win this game. They got themselves a championship match against Greenfield. That is the same way that Greenfield walked off Scroho yesterday with a third. So 2 walk-offs in back-to-back days. You folks are not going to go anywhere. We got a championship game coming up to you between Greenfield and Southside. The winners here today.